This last week, I've been thinking about all of the college and high school students that would have been preparing for their graduation in the next few weeks. Certainly, we are very proud of their achievements. And the fact that they are put into a position where they have to sacrifice a bit of the public recognition for their efforts, and doing that with courage and with grace, should make us even more proud of them. Thinking about them takes me back to when I was in their shoes, particularly in high school. I started to think about what I originally thought I wanted to do with my life. I first thought about being a medical doctor. And then later on, I thought, well, if I can't cure people, maybe I could bury them. So I thought about being a funeral director like my brother. After that, I thought, you're a bit squeamish at those kinds of things. Maybe it's time to go for something different. And I settled on being an accountant, which strangely enough led me to the priesthood. As I think about those things that could have been, I wonder what life might have been like had I chosen one of those other careers. We can all think of doors that we didn't open, paths that we never took. Sometimes it's for the better, but at other times we realize that it was a great opportunity that we lost. In today's gospel, Jesus invites us to open a different door, one that really matters. No matter if you're a doctor or a funeral director, an accountant, a priest, a prophet, a king, he says, I am the gate. And he promises that if we enter through him, we'll be saved, that we'll have life and have it more abundantly. One of the hardest things for me as a priest has been to meet people, many brought up as Christians, even Catholics, who for one reason or another never fully opened the door of faith. Their reasons varied. For some, it's because no one ever led them to it. Nobody ever introduced them to Jesus Christ. Some were baptized, but were never given the opportunity to know really who Jesus is. Others didn't realize that they had to put some effort into it, into opening that door. And in all honesty, some doors are just larger and heavier than others. Our Lord never said to us that it was going to be easy. In fact, He Himself showed us that. His life proves to us that faith is a gift from God, a gift that promises great things, but a gift nonetheless that always comes with the cross. A lot of people over the years have told me that they were afraid. They felt that if they opened the door, they'd lose their freedom, a little bit of St. Augustine in them. They'd enter into a world that would confine them, that would be too restrictive, that it would place upon them too many requirements, literally saying, it demands too much of me. Indeed, Christ gives us rules to follow, 10 of them, and 2 more that sum up those 10. But we can't forget what He also promised us. My burden is light, and my yoke is easy. Not a few have also been angry. It's just too painful to even approach the gate. Scandals among this corrupt generation have done and still are doing tremendous damage. And yet, even though we walk in the dark valley of evil, Christ is right by our side. In a simple but very beautiful way, Jesus speaks to those for whom the past echoes in their memory, the ones perhaps even ourselves who look back on the path not taken, the door that we never opened. Christ speaks to all of us. He says it very clearly, I will open the gate for you. You will hear my voice. And as a shepherd calls his own sheep by name, I will call you, and I'll lead you to lush pastures and calm waters. You don't have to be afraid, he says, because whoever enters through me will be saved. And not just saved. He says they will go in and out. In other words, those that enter through him will have the greatest freedom imaginable. This morning, what might have been and what has been, they all lead us to a single point: who's always present. Jesus Christ is the shepherd, the gatekeeper, the gate. He continues by our side, filling us with courage amidst the sacrifices that we have to make. He reminds us. He invites us. The door of faith and abundant life remains open. You just need to walk through it.